Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the ESC United channel. Today it is up to me again to react. Matt asked me to give him four countries that I needed to react to, and you guys were able to vote on those. And out of those four, you guys chose Italy. Now, Italy is a country that slowly turned into one of my favorites of all time. They're really on it right now, and I think it is gonna be sooner rather than later that they'll get their first win, because they've really got quality going on right now. We'll get through the years and I'll try to react as good as possible. Please note that I am not the best in historical knowledge, so I will not know all of the ins and outs and whatnot like Matt would do. Anyways, I still hope you enjoy. Without further ado, let's jump into the reaction video. Let's go. It started quite well. I preferred this one over the other one. This is a really good way to start off in a contest. It's very uplifting, very good. Has layers even for an old song. This is really good. One of the best in their early days. I kind of like how they had two entries back in the day, because they could really send two different things, and that's what they did. And I think this one didn't fully work out because it's just a ballad. I just want more from my ballad than just a beautifully sung ballad. I get why you like it, it's just... okay. Yeah. I wish they stayed more with the up-tempo and the more uplifting stuff. I like that a bit more. It's fine, definitely. I don't know. Look, the thing is with Italy for me is that they're... well, okay, of course we need to react to this first, because this is like iconic right now. But the thing is, it's only iconic because of this little part. If you listen to the song in its full, it's not as interesting to me. It just takes a bit long to get to the volare point, and iconic, 100%, really cool. Yeah. And then we come to this, and yeah, this is also quite cool. They at least try to not just make it sound like a song. They really try to make a memorable part of it. That's what I really appreciate in early Italy. And then we get to a bit of a time where I'm not the biggest Italy fan. They go to the slow ballads, and I get why people like slow ballads. It's just not for me. I just want a bit more. Like here, she has an amazing voice, definitely. And I love the ode to the German supermarket chain. But I don't think that's what they're going for, obviously. I do. I like this one. I really like this one. 3 points, that's very low. I really like his voice. Like, this voice really stands out to me. Really does. And that's what Italy has a lot. They have a really big pool of artists with very good, cool voices. The first staging, I think, ever that really enhanced their song. The song itself is kind of boring. But hey, let's show pictures and make it better. 30 is a bit too high for me. Don't think it's fully deserved. I would have much rather had the previous one come third, because it's a lot better for me. It has some emotion. Gonna say this, Non Oleta is not my cup of tea. It's not up there with my favorite winners at all, unfortunately. It's lovely. If you're really into the mood and really into that type of music, then yes, it is really good. And I understand why it could have won, it's just not my winner. Or not a song that I could see winning. Yeah, this is the era that is kind of like... Italy is to me kind of like a diesel, where they really need to get going. And really need to find their groove. And eventually they really find their groove. And they really expand on that. And they first need to discover a few things. This is a madness. This is like... I really like this song. And that this got lost out of all of their songs with 0 points is a madness. His voice is lovely. They experimented with the music structure. They really mixed through instruments. And it sounds wild, I get it, but Lost. This is kind of the era where I disagree a lot with the results that Italy got. Yeah. I like his voice a lot as well. This is more operatic, of course. And you know, Italy can really do that well as well. Yeah, I don't really care much for Marianne. It's not my thing. His voice is not very interesting. The melody is one of a lot of melodies. Yeah, it's nothing to stand out really. She got a good voice, but 69 is quite a strong year, which is kind of, I don't know, we had 4 winners, you know, that doesn't happen often. In fact, it never happens, only once. But yeah, it's a nice sway ballad, but we hear that a lot in the era. The way you can get 8th with only 5 points, that's a madness. He really gives it his all, definitely. Yeah, no, it's not my thing. It's like, I appreciate that it's there, I wouldn't listen to it. Now, I would listen to this. He sells it so well. Like, he's a character on the stage, you immediately gravitate towards him, you're like, yes, sing to me, man. And it feels passionate, and that is what you want. This is really boring. Sorry if you like this, I think this is really boring. 6th is a madness for such a song. Like, very high. And we get to that later, because there are gonna be a few. Already this one. I would have swapped those around, like the last one should have been 13th, this one should have been 6th. That's not bad. Although it's not the best either. Just as an extreme example, I made that. I don't think this is their best effort either. We'll get to those. Also, C. How can you get 2nd with 18 points? The old days, man, they're so wild. Yeah. I don't have a connection with it. If that makes sense. Now this! Yes! This is like, not even guilty, this is just a pleasure to me. Their voices are so nicely contrasting and they work so well together. And the song has really nice groove to it. Very innocent, very, very good. Lovely work. Probably my favorite from the early Italy. And then this one, I'm not a fan. Sorry. Also, the instrumentation is a bit weird. Her voice sticks out. Yeah, that's all I got to say, really. Her voice sticks out, but it's 1 of 1,000, really. Not 1 in 1,000, which is what I'm looking for. Now this! Oh! Talk about underrated. This should have come top 3. This is lovely. Because the thing with this one is, the first part of the song is like this nice jazzy vibe. And you know that you'll be in for a really good ride. And I really, really like this song. I really, really do. Massively underrated. I also like this because it is so different. And I agree, it's not the best. Like, look at instrumentals right now. It's not the best. Just, I don't know. kind of like it. Yeah, I get why I didn't do well though. Definitely get it. I really like this. This is like the powerhouse Italy that I like. Like a lot of good, interesting songs. Although they're still so much good to come. I just realized. I like his voice, but I can see why it's hit or miss for a lot of people. I like it. I like it, but I don't love it. Like it's fine. Just instrumentally, there's not a lot happening. His voice is really cool, and I like the thumping, but man. Yeah, this is not it for me. Fifth. Yeah, I said that I would contrast a lot of the results that I got. This is like one of them. I feel like this should have probably gotten a lot lower, or at least little. This is a throwback. I mean, obviously, because it's old, but old. This really depends on my mood if I like it or not. Like sometimes I'm like, okay, yes, quite cool. But the magic, oh magic. Gente di mare. I should not sing. Note to self. Good. Yeah, I like it when they sing together. A tad overrated, maybe. But lovely. And then they had the absence, right? Or is that later? Oh, that's later. A bit later. Wait. Getting ahead of myself. Oh yeah, I'm forgetting this part, of course, where they start to infuse rock elements into their songs. Of course, I forget a lot of songs. Wow. I like this, because this is them trying to take a different direction. It's not necessarily worked out here, but they tried something new and something interesting. And they expanded on it in this one. And I really like this one. Isn't this with the lady? Or is that a different one as well? Yes. Oh. They both have such good, raspy, outstanding rock voices. And that really works well. And then they were like, okay, what kind of... We like it. Let's make something even better with it. And then they won. Perfect. That is character development. That is trying out new waters, trying out new directions, and finding a groove and finding a perfect song. And it's not my favorite winner, I'm not gonna lie. But it's a good winner. I think it's deserved. Character development. Thumbs up. I mean, what can you expect after that? You just... Okay, rock-ish kind of worked. Like rock elements. Let's go back. Go back to orchestra only and... Man. Yeah, this is a bit mad. But that's fine. Her voice, man. A lot of female Italian artists have that, like, raspiness. It's really interesting. Too much rasp is not good for me, though, but... She's a bit too... self-centered? Is that the correct word? I don't know. I'm not native. Sole d'Europa. I feel like this one is... It sounds a bit incomplete to me. I feel like the climax was always building and never really got there. That's what I feel. Fiumi di parole. I said earlier, don't sing why I shouldn't. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, very enjoyable. And then take back, and boy, how did they come back with uniqueness. They went in, we bring in jazz. Oh, So good. This is one of... Oh. And that voice. Oh, Rafa's got such a good voice. And they went, you know what? Rock! Not my favorite song. Not gonna lie. It's not fully my thing, I guess. Although rock is my thing, but... I don't know, something isn't fully working. Also, the stage looks quite empty here. But very, very good still. Just not my cup of tea, if that makes sense. Ah. And then they're like, no what? Let's bring a ballad. And excellently done. Very delicate. He captures everybody. He's telling his story. And it's not the most funky, it's not the most outstanding. Instrumentation is really good, and it's a really good composition. Yeah. This didn't fully work out. I think the outfit kind of suits her, but it could have done a bit better, making it fit her a bit better. Like, the idea is there. I feel like that's the entire thing with the song. The idea was there, but it didn't fully work out. And then, my winner of 2015. I love how, like, the voices are layered. Like, you have this one voice, and then the other two come over it. And that makes for such a pleasant experience to me. I really love layering in songs, and works to a T for me. This is also not my cup of tea. It's like around where it finished in my personal ranking. I also found the staging a bit odd. I've seen a lot of people think it's cute. I don't know, it's not... This is an enjoyable song, but not much more, if that makes sense. Ugh, what happened here? This studio cut, the original studio cut. Top notch. Absolutely brilliant. Then they had to cut it down, cut out an entire verse, didn't work. On the staging it didn't fully work, and there goes your win. Big pet peeve of mine, lyrics on screen. And the way they do this one, it looks really cheap. And at first I had this song in my top 10, and it completely slipped out just because of the lyrics on screen. I love the passion that they bring into it. But I gotta repeat it, like, the lyrics were so unnecessary. And this is my personal winner of 2019. I think if this had won, it would have brought more of a movement in Eurovision. Because it's very modern, very different, a bit more R&B, a bit more hip-hop inspired. And Duncan is a great winner, but it would never bring more of something new. Another win for Italy! Yes, this is my win of 2020, and oh, it's so beautiful, man. So beautiful. Oh, I love that they switched to the Verona performance. That is really cool. Oh, and what a way to end it. I swear, if Corona, if the show went on in Corona, this would have won. Italy has been a really good country throughout the years, and I definitely think that in the beginning they really needed to get going. They didn't fully know what they wanted, and then they started to experiment, and that is where everything started for Italy. When countries start to experiment, they really start to find a groove, and that is what I really admire and like in songs and entries and countries. And Italy has done that throughout the last couple of years as well. They literally have brought every single thing, and they're all different. Everything they brought is different. Like, you could say L'amore femmina and La mia città are like kind of in the same ballpark, but I don't know, man. Italy is so good, and they bring a lot of cool stuff to the table nowadays, and I'm so glad they're such a powerhouse right now. And because Hungary is out of the contest, they are my favorite country as of right now. And I'm really curious to see what they'll bring next year, and I'm really curious to hear all the songs in Sanremo as well. That will be an interesting show again. Yes! So I hope you liked my reaction to the Italian songs of all time. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to write something in the comments. Write something nice. Write something not nice. Reduce that as much as possible. Okay. Share it with as much people as possible. Maybe check out my personal channel. I also post some stuff on there. I'll try to post more and more and more. It's a small channel. It'll get going maybe eventually. But yeah, that's it for me on the EC United channel for today. You'll probably see me back if you like it or not. Anyway, goodbye.